I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If he could take me out, they won't be able to hide from him for long. What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready. Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory, so good news, I think.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
It's all over, but the dreaming.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. Okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good. But I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes. Their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
What do you think we should do?
Let me think. What about that memory involving Virgil, the rogue Institute scientist? If he were alive, we have a common enemy. He might help us.
I like it.
The memory said the Institute tracked him to the glowing sea, but that seems crazy. A madman would think twice about going there.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak, a way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor? That would be perfect.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Amari.
Be careful of the radiation. The glowing sea isn't a place to be caught unprepared.
The memory den's not accepting new clients right now, sweetheart.
Hey, Valentine.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Kellogg? Is that you?
What? What are you talking about?
You feeling all right, Nick?
Yeah, I'm fine. Why?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Amari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
We have to head into the glowing sea. Any advice?
I'm a synth, so radiation isn't much of an issue for me, but an old suit of power armor might just be the guardian angel you're looking for. That, or you could buy up all the Rad-X and Radaway you can find from any chem dealer who's got it in stock.
Let's get going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next. You good to keep going? I don't sleep or eat or anything like that. But if you need to, you do it.
Hey everyone, gather around. Let's kick the breeze back. Shoot the fat. Now I know y'all are doing your own thing, but I don't want anyone here to forget what matters. Hey, Daisy, glad you could make it. How's my favorite girl doing?
You get into trouble?
Didn't I see
It's
you
your
out
own
there
damn
with
fault.
Borowski the other day?
Hey, he wishes.
All right, we're getting off track. What was I saying? Oh, that's right. What matters. We freaks gotta stick together. And the best way to stick together is to keep an eye out for what drives us apart. You feel me?
Blocking my light, man.
You tell it like it is, Hancock! Now, what out there in our big, friendly Commonwealth would want to drive us apart? What kind of twisted, unneighborly boogeyman would want to hurt our peaceful community? The Institute and their sins! That's right. Who said that? Coming up to my office later. You've earned yourself some jet. The Institute. They're the real enemy. Not the Raiders. Not the super mutants. Not even those tools over in Diamond City.
I don't know, Hancock. I'd sure love to give McDonough a kick in the ass.
Hey, we all know I got my own personal beef with that lardhead. Let's stay focused. Now, I want everyone to keep the Institute in mind. When someone starts acting funny. When people are doing things they don't normally do. When family starts pushing you away for no reason. We all know who's behind that kind of shit. And the only way to stop it is to stick together. They can't control us if we're not afraid. Now, who's scared of the Institute?
Not us!
And which town in the Commonwealth should the Institute not fuck with?
Good neighbor!
And who's in charge of good neighbor?
Hancock!
Of the people! For the people!
Sir? Smell that? That's food.
Hancock says newcomers are welcome in the third rail. Go on in.
See you looking round the corner. Come on inside and pull up a chair. No need.
What?
To
Another
feel
one of you
like
mercs looking for McCready?
a stranger.
He's in the back room.
'Cause we're all a
You
little
there.
strange.
We need to have a conversation.
Have you got a history that needs erasing?
Hey, you'll find I'm very persistent.
You got my attention.
I'm always looking for people who know how to handle themselves in dangerous situations. From what I hear, you may fit the bill.
I don't mind danger, so long as I get paid well enough.
You will be well paid. I can promise you that. By the way, I'm Edward Deegan. You'll mostly be working for me, but you'll need to talk to my boss first. His name is Jack Cabot. He likes to personally interview everyone I hire. He's careful like that. Come down to Cabot House in Beacon Hill and ask to talk to Jack. I'll let him know you're coming.
God, I love this song.
Buddy, I need to be a lot more high or a lot more drunk to be bothered right now.
Looks like we got another freak just won't fit anywhere else.
Are you running from yourself? We're thirsty for a brand new kind of pleasure.
You step through the gate, you got balls.
Hungry to be somebody else. So sit down your pretty face.
You came to try Hotel Rexford.
What, you need something to take the edge off? Fred Allen, Hotel Rexford. I'll look you up.
I'm telling you, Fred, your search is at an end.
Can't say I'm surprised to find you in a dump like this, McCready.
I was wondering how long it would take your bloodhounds to track me down, Winlock. It's been almost 3 months. Don't tell me you're getting rusty. Should we take this outside?
It ain't like that. I'm just here to deliver a message.
In case you forgot, I left the Gunners for good.
Yeah, I heard. But you're still taking jobs in the Commonwealth. That isn't going to work for us.
I don't take orders from you. Not anymore. So why don't you take your girlfriend and walk out of here while you still can?
What? Winlock, tell me we don't have to listen to this shit.
Listen up, McCready. The only reason we haven't filled your body full of bullets is that we don't want a war with Good Neighbor. See, we respect other people's boundaries. We know how to play the game. It's something you never learned.
Glad to have disappointed you.
You can play the tough guy all you want. But if we hear you're still operating inside Gunner territory, all bets are off. You got that?
You finished?
Yeah. We're finished. Come on, Barnes.
Look, pal. If you're preaching about the Atom or looking for a friend, you've got the wrong guy. If you need a hired gun, then maybe we can talk.
Maybe. Why don't you tell me who those guys were first?
A couple of morons looking to climb the ladder of success by stepping on everyone else on the way up. Shouldn't be surprised, though. That's how it goes when you run with the Gunners.
Never heard of the Gunners. Who are they?
One of the biggest gangs in the Commonwealth. Got a rep for being crazy. You know, so tightly wound you'd think they were a cult or something. Stuck with them for a while because the money was good, but I never fit in. That's why I made a clean break and started flying solo. Now what about you? How do I know I won't end up with a bullet in my back?
All I can give you is my word. And a bunch of caps.
Bunch of caps, huh? Okay, hotshot. Price is 250 caps. Up front. There's no room for bargaining.
You know what? Forget it. You're not worth the trouble.
Suit yourself. I guess this is goodbye then.
Hey.
Sweet Pip-Boy, brother. You hold on to that.
Excuse me, miss?
What's the matter, handsome? Don't tell me you didn't like the song.
I love the song. It was perfect.
Ah, there ain't nothing like real jazz.
Oh, well, thank you. A girl tries her best. Now, there's something special about you, isn't there? Don't tell me. Let me guess. I think I know a fellow performer when I see one. You're good with your words. Know just the right thing to say at the right time. So what brings a man like you to my part of town?
I came here for the music.
Flatterer. I think you and I are gonna get along. So it's my turn to answer questions, right? What can I do for you?
I wouldn't mind hearing a different song.
The audience is always right.
Hey.
Boy, we got beer. If you ain't buying beer, you ain't buying.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Don't bother tipping. I'm already...
Uh-huh.
Now that you're liquored up, got a proposition for you. I need a dirty boy to do some dirty, dirty work. Blood up.
I want to hear the details.
I got a certain anonymous client who's paying top dollar for a clean-up job. 3 locations. Everyone inside. No witnesses. Only catch? It's all in town. The old warehouses, so I can't use my regulars. Too noticeable. That's where you come in. The job's 200 caps. Payment after it's done. Done.
3 locations? That's a lot of time. A lot of bullets.
Well, I guess we can sweeten the pot a bit. 250.
I don't do work unless I know who's paying the bills.
All right, Gov. Not like it's a big secret who I represent. Mayor Hancock is fronting the caps. Internal political struggle. Look, it's nothing you need to be concerned about.
I'll get it done.
You better. Now go out there.
light, man?
Hi.
Go and talk to Jack. Then we can get down to business.
Hey.
I'm all ears.
Nick.
Go ahead.
It's about time for you to go, Nick.
Sure. Suppose I'll head on home then.
What, I look like a bartender? Take your troubles someplace else.
Burn marks. They must have spent a whole case of ammo holding this site.
Suppose that means we missed all the fun. No one's gonna move on this place now that the Prydwen's in town.
Hi.
Paladin Danse is waiting for you inside, Recruit.
Hi.
If we intend to stay here, we need to reinforce this compound.
Cavalry's arrived. And it looks like they sent in the big guns.
That ship. I've never seen anything like it.
Amazing, isn't it? We call our ship the Prydwen. She's loaded with enough troops and supplies to mount a major offensive. If she's here, Elder Maxson's here. And that means we're going to war.
Who's Elder Maxson?
Maxson is the commander of this division of the Brotherhood of Steel. He's the model of what every Brotherhood soldier hopes to become. If we're going to war, I can promise you that he'll be leading the charge. That being said, you're about to get to know the Prydwen up close and personal. I've received orders that we're both to report to her immediately. Follow me up to the roof of the police station. We're going for a little ride.
Don't let Ingram catch you standing around. You'll be on report before you can blink.
Hostile during the flight. I suggest you put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the local. Commonwealth looks different from up here, doesn't it? It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battlefield changes from the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have at their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is find them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxon will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive. Everyone down there believed in our cause, but they've been blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize that the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Cleansing the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory. We're on final approach to the airport. The Prydwen should be coming into view just ahead. We'll be meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions. Far too long since I've been aboard. All right, soldier. This is the moment when everything changes. I hope you're ready.
Permission to come aboard, sir? Permission granted. Welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I feel promoted him to initiate, and I'd like to sponsor his entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request and placed the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Prydwen and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Captain Kells.
So, you're the one Paladin Danse has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
Looks can be deceiving.
Which is precisely why I personally insist on scrutinizing every recruit who boards this vessel. I've read Paladin Dance's reports. He seems to think you'll make a fine addition to the Brotherhood. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. But let me make one thing clear. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the Commonwealth with a specific goal in mind. As the captain of this vessel, I won't allow anyone to jeopardize our mission, no matter how valuable they think they are. Understood?
Absolutely.
Good. That's all for now, soldier. Your orders are to proceed to the command deck for the address, after which Elder Maxson wishes to have a word with you. If you have any questions, ask me now. Otherwise, you're dismissed.
Where can I get power armor?
Only knights are allowed to wear Brotherhood power armor. And you're no knight. Not yet. Until Elder Maxson grants you that title, you'll have to make do with what you've got. Anything else?
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head over to the command deck immediately. Dismissed, Initiate.
Boss, Maxson's address is being held on command.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose and our beneath the Commonwealth. There is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth. A robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam!
How can a machine believe it's alive?
Sir.
It's ridiculous.
I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
Care about them? I thought we were preparing for war.
The Brotherhood is here to prevent a war by starting one of our own. The difference is, our war won't reduce civilization to ashes.
What do you want from me?
I want you to start taking responsibility for this planet. To start making a difference. And from what I've read in Paladin Dance's reports, you've already begun that journey. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride.
I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain that you will. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Prydwen and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Prydwen, soldier. Make us proud.
Talon at Alpha, 93%. Compensating. Delta sequence initiated. Completion time 14 minutes.
Hull plating integrity looks good.
Status report.
Green across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on, Knight. Congratulations on the promotion, Knight.
Proctor Ingram said she needed this suit tested yesterday.
Yeah, I get it. Just... what if I miss?
Don't.
Okay, sure. Firing. Everything holding together?
Trust me, you'd know.
Good. Firing!
All right. Everything looks nominal. And you didn't scuttle the ship. Thanks, Initiate.
Sure. Anytime. Thank God.
Hey there.
You know those synths with the plastic faces? They creep me the heck out.
If Elder Maxon ordered me to follow him to the gates of hell, I'd be the first one to kick them open.
Never forget, you are the eyes and the ears of the Brotherhood. If you see or hear anything suspicious, it is your duty to report it immediately. We live in enemy territory now. Your vigilance could mean the difference between life
There.
and death.
That should hold.
Can't talk right now. Gotta clean the Mirelurk scat off my boots.
Your concerns are noted, Scribe. Give Proctor Ingram my thanks for letting me borrow you.
Technology's in good hands with the Brotherhood. I know.
Can you believe synths are replacing humans with exact duplicates? Makes me sick.
Do you know what a 10-pound cockroach can do to a buoyancy regulator?
I can guess.
Don't get smart. You want to see the Brotherhood's greatest warship brought down by bugs?
All right. Just don't tell Ingram, okay?
Fine. But there's a reason food's not allowed near the instrumentation. We'll stop the Institute, or Maxson and for the Brotherhood. There. Try it now.
Nothing. I was supposed to report 10 minutes ago. If you can't fix it...
I can fix it. You're the one who decided to kick your way through a Mirelurk. Got it.
There it is. Thanks, brother. I owe you.
If you're looking for ammunition or weapon mods, Dr. Tegan might have what you need.
Liberating the Commonwealth is a huge responsibility, but we'll get the job done.
If you need it, there's shelter and supplies at the police station in Cambridge.
Come find me when you're done checking in with Maxson and Dance.
When it comes to keeping the Gridwood running, Dr. Ingram's the best.
We can talk shop after you've fully checked in with Elder Maxson and Paladin Dance.
Tegan.
We can talk shop after you've fully checked in with Elder Maxson and Paladin Dance.
I prefer laser weapons myself. It's a cleaner shot.
So how did it look out there?
We've got a lot of work ahead of us, brother.
Dance?
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxson?
He's a very dedicated man. It sounds like he stands behind everything he's saying.
Of course he does. How could he afford not to? I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
Don't worry. I'll be careful.
Good. Because we've got a lot of work ahead of us, and I don't want anything slowing us down. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding.
Put two in the head and they'll stay dead. Advice to live on.
Proctor.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me.
Looks uncomfortable in there.
It's not that bad. Now this is the stowage depot. And I, as you probably...
Sure.
The powers that be have me locked. If you need to stock up on...
That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable. But I tell most of the news. The good news is by...
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapon. Of course, if you're just looking...
Right. I could use some extra caps.
You need them, and I want you to spend them here. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and...
Uh-huh.
And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, after you're done with them... In the meantime, if you ever need anything...
Excuse me, Proctor Tegan.
Remember, come find me when you're done meeting the rest of the crew. More work if you need it.
Have you ever fired a minigun? Chews through ferrules like paper.
Proctor Ingram.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Huh, not what I was expecting.
I can handle myself.
Hey, if Paladin Danse vouched for you, that's good enough for me. You just don't look like one of the usual wastelanders we pick up. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Prydwen's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Sounds like you have a pretty full plate.
Plate? Hell, I have a whole table's worth of duties around here. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
You feel like telling me how you ended up that way?
That's a little personal, don't you think?
Most people in your condition would have given up. I just wanted to hear your story.
Sure. What the hell? I was fighting with the Brotherhood in the Capital Wasteland. Worked at a staging area for the power armor troops. Our position was along a ridge line overlooking the battlefield. I'd say it was a 100-foot drop, give or take.
That's quite a drop.
The enemy had no way of getting to us up there. It was a perfect liftoff point for the vertibirds. To make a long story short, the ridge I was standing on took a hit from a nuke. Sheared most of the cliff right off, and caused the platform I was standing on to tumble over the side. If I hadn't been test piloting one of the power armor suits at the time, I would have died.
Wow, that's pretty lucky.
Luck had nothing to do with it. It's all about the steel, the servos, and the circuits. Besides, I'd hardly call getting both my legs crushed lucky. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands on some power armor. There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3 that's all yours. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. Oh, and if you need any work done on it, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get...
If you find any technical documents, you should bring Glad to
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam? Where are you going, Knight? You need to complete your medical exam. Ah, you're back. Good. Are you ready for your medical exam?
Sure. Go right ahead.
All right. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
There wasn't that much radiation around before the bombs fell.
Before the bombs? What? Let me check my notes. You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Have you had problems with the crew catching diseases?
Well, yes, actually. It's not unusual for our recon teams. We don't want a single crewman, in fact. Anyway, this exam...
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
That happens often enough for you to have a question about it?
You'd be surprised how many Wastelanders answer yes to that question. Fortunately, the Brotherhood finds that type of behavior absolutely distasteful. Since you haven't spent too much time in the Wasteland, I'll assume your answer is no. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
That's more of a morals question, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I feel that the mental state of the crew is just as important as the physical. Anyone that hesitates firing in combat due to misguided moral standards certainly isn't Brotherhood material. So what about you? Would you have a problem with it?
If my life's in danger, I'll do whatever it takes to defend myself.
That's an acceptable answer. And the most common. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
Don't let Maxon's age fool you. He's a brilliant tactician and experience.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
I think you're confusing me with someone else.
Perhaps I need to rummage through the supply bins for a new pair of glasses. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew, so you were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
What type of technical documentation are you looking for?
The Brotherhood is primarily interested in collecting information that might assist us with our current mission. Medical records, science journals, weapon schematics.
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you...
Right.
And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have... In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
Proctor.
Ah, Knight. You have technical documents, perhaps? Or looking to assist on a research patrol?
I found some technical documents for you.
These aren't technical documents. I don't have time for games.
You're an inspiration to us all, Knight. Do us proud. I'm proud to be serving under Elder Maxon. We had enough alliance
Proctor Teagan.
You're looking to pick a fight? I'll help you end it.
Let me see what you have.
Be my guest. Can I help you with anything?
I'm looking for some firepower.
All of my weapons are...
recommended payload for a ground unit, soldier.
Proctor Tegan.
What brings you to me today?
Set me up.
Sure, I've got something that'll put a smile on your face.
Can you tell Kells if he wants things fixed, he needs to keep the damn ships?
Watch your step on the flight deck.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Prydwen's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
Just point me to the action.
I applaud your enthusiasm, Knight. Let's get right to it, then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
It'll be a pleasure to exterminate that mutant filth.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants. Dismissed. Get on that gunship, soldier.
This is our supply depot. Unless you're here on official business, I leave you.
Joining our cause was the wisest decision of your life, brother.
Excuse me, Elder Maxon.
Get on that gunship, soldier. I want Fort Strong cleared and that stockpile secured.
Excuse me.
Taking on a death claw without backup is a great way to give yourself a kill.
Target acquired. I'll try and keep him in your sights.
have been for quite some time.
Sweet.
Watch your step. There's quite a bit of debris here.
Getting hungry.
Developing this level of technology is a lost art. The Brotherhood's hoping to revive.
You're here! You're here! Stop hiding!
Good work. Don't do anything about it.
Paladin Danse.
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Why do you hate super mutants so much?
They're responsible for the death of a close friend, a Brotherhood knight named Cutler. So when you ask if I hate them, I say hate's too gentle a word. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Makes sense.
Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
What happens at Fort Strong now?
Paladin Danse is supervising the transfer of the Fat Man warheads to the Prydwen. They'll provide quite an edge to our arsenal. I've also ordered a detachment to occupy the location, and use it as a staging area to protect the eastern side of the airport. All in all, you handed us quite a valuable location.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way, because our mission here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
The best weapon for survival out here is a pocket full of caps.
Signal grenades are usually reserved for our paladins. In your case, you should be grateful that I'm making an exception. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, the Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed.
Where do I start?
I want you to get out there and become our eyes and ears on the ground. You seem to have a vested interest in locating the Institute before we met, so I'm confident you'll travel in the right circles. If you discover a way in, I need you to report it to me immediately. Any questions, Knight?
Aren't there any pre-war records about the Institute that might help us?
Our records indicate that the Institute was born from the remnants of a pre-war educational facility, the Commonwealth Institute of Technology. The ruins of the facility are at the center of the city, but we've already searched them thoroughly. The location appears to have been abandoned long ago, so it appears that the trail ends there. Anything else, Knight?
Not right now, Elder.
Very well then. Dismissed.
Station keeping maintained. Thrusters stable.
Superstructure integrity green. Hull plating stable.
I hope you're buying. Even a girl with an arsenal full.
Let's see what you have.
Purchase a variety and keep.
you're sticking around, you'll need to join the crew. I hear Bobby No-Nose is looking. Always a catch with the No-Nose, but she pays.
Yeah. Too bad about Finn. Gonna miss him next super mutant attack rolls round. Oh well. What can I do for our newcomer?
What's your story, Hancock?
My favorite subject. I came into this town about a decade ago. Had a smooth set of skin back then. While I was busy making myself a pillar of this community, I would go on these, like, wild tears. I was young. Any chems I could find, the more exotic the better. Finally found this experimental radiation drug. Only one of its kind left, and only one hit. Oh man, the high was so worth it. Yeah, I'm living with the side effects, but hey, what's not to love about immortality?
You're immortal?
Well, not exactly. Ghouls just age really, really slow. Something about the rads, maybe? Who knows?
You're a hell of a risk taker, Hancock.
Only have one life. Why not try it all? Anyway, did you need something else?
Looking for work.
Work, huh? I'll tell you what, I got reconnaissance needs. There's a lot of weird talk coming in about a place called the Pikmin Gallery. It's raider territory up there, but they've been quiet. Like uncomfortable post-coitus quiet. Snoop it out and give me the word.
I might be interested, but let's talk money, Hancock.
Okay. Usual job pays 200, but I like you. So let's push it to 250.
What else can you tell me about Pikmin Gallery?
Nothing. That's why I'm paying you to go out there.
Scout out Pikmin Gallery. On it.
Cool. Be thorough, okay? I'm not paying for a look-see. Find out what's really going on there.
A new player and good neighbor. Hello, little pawn. Welcome to our fun and games.
Better keep your iron strapped on. Friendly advice.
Fred, are you going to hang out in the lobby all day and do some work?
Being available to the customers is work. It's not all about cooking chems, Claire.
It's not all about sampling those chems either. Maybe if you stopped using, you could focus.
What? Where's the fun in cooking it if you ain't using it?
My mistake. Sweet Pip-Boy, brother. You hold on to that.
Can't believe it. You look just like Sammy, too. The Hotel Rexford's got rooms for it. Want something?
I toss out the troublemakers. Keep that in mind.
You ever been to Kill or Be Killed? Some fine-looking weapons.
Yes?
You'll be coming, Corp.
Entertainment's down the stairs.
Make a song called Rock 69.
It's good to be back in Diamond City.
Nick.
Time to hit the road?
Let's head out.
Well, all right. Don't underestimate us again.
We're gonna catch this Pikmin psycho?
The slippery bastard got away before.
Voice found you.
Think you can hide? Keep your eyes open. I think this asshole is stuff. No need to hide. It'll all be over soon.
That's it.
No sign of him now. I don't like it. Come on, it's over. They must have run out. I'll fucking relax when I'm ready to fucking relax. Got it? I got it. I got it. Jesus. Why are you always in such a bad mood? You're still alive, ain't you? You should be thanking me instead of bitching all the time. Now shut up and get back to your patrol. Whatever you say. Seen anything?
No, I'm about ready to pack it in.
Dumbass. Be glad you got me around to watch your back.
What the fuck?
Someone made a real mess of you, didn't they?
And come back. How's that? Fun.
When you turn up, you're dead. What the hell was that?
Not that it's an option. Well, ain't that a blast from the past?
Seth, it's me. I found out what happened to the scouts who went missing up near the old art gallery. They're dead, Seth. I'm looking at a goddamn painting of Cal's body. Oh, God. What the hell did I do to him? Who the hell is there?
Admiring my collection? I'm afraid it's not complete yet. Soon, though.
Stay away from me, you psycho!
Yes. Just like that. Hold that expression on your face.
good neighbor. Lowest place in the Commonwealth. Everything not nailed down rolls through here at some point.
What you admiring? The clothes or the man?
How's my little scout doing? You find out what's happening at Pickman Gallery?
How do I even start? You know why they called it the Pickman Gallery?
No, that was the point of the whole job, remember? What are you trying to say?
God, it was awful. Pickman was a serial killer. He was using dead bodies for his art.
Oh, seriously? That's messed up. Even for this town. I'll put the word out to avoid that place. Good work. You ended up in the abyss, but you crawled back in one piece. Here's your money.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Is something wrong?
Well, I sort of had the same question. It's just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, it's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
Doesn't really matter. I'm here now. I've just got to deal with that.
Good attitude to have. Not the way I felt. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. And folks were still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Broken mask?
This was long before I'd moved to town, but apparently some gentleman type shows up in Diamond City, heads down to Power Noodles. Guess he didn't like the food because he pulled his pistol and opened fire on the folks enjoying theirs. When security finally put enough holes in him to drop him, they say he was full of servos and sprockets, just like yours truly. Seems he malfunctioned, went berserk. It was the first time people realized that synths had stopped looking like me and started looking like them. Considering what these folks went through, I felt real lucky they let me in the front gate at all.
Massacre of the CPG? What's that?
The Commonwealth Provisional Government. Years back, a group of settlements tried. Every settlement with only the Institute sent a representative of their own. A synth. The man killed every rep at the top. The Commonwealth Provisional Government was over before it I
Nice
took
hat.
up in town not long after. I was damn lucky that...
Why would you want to live among bigots like that?
Now, I couldn't really blame them, given the circumstances. But folks sure started turning the other cheek. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor bet.
The young Miss Robert.
Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers.
Sure.
I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero. Offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it.
Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
You took down 4 guys by yourself?
I didn't have to. Back then, synths were even more of an unknown quantity than they are today. I told them I was rigged to explode and started going beep, beep, beep. Hardest part of that rescue was keeping from laughing as they climbed over each other to get away.
Was it hard settling in?
Well, they sure didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. I got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman than I ever did living out in the ruins.
But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing.
Wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the synth. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick.
After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore.
Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the synth, but it was Nick the detective folks came to see. It was about then that things finally started feeling normal. It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. And with some time and effort, this place can be home for you, too. That's a long story, but I hope it helps. Want to get moving?
Hey.
Mayor Hancock?
Go ahead. What's the word? Something up? I'm listening.
You're looking to stock up on general equipment, you can hit Daisy's discounts.
Suppose someone should make use of it.